inferences mean? What does it mean to infer on something?
Immediately so we was at computer lab yesterday.
The 2 days before that. What does it mean to infer about something?
I like the wait, to read out loud?
Well, infer is to figure out what the author is trying to get across. Remember we talked about what the author is trying to get across to you without even saying it? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go over another strategy for reading called cause and effect. Okay?
I know this.
You know cause and effect? Can you tell me a little bit about cause and effect?
Cause is the true statement. That is a false
So
statement.
you're thinking of fact and opinion?
Wait.
No, like a cause. I wrote in this and lazy skills.
What about if your shoe is untied, what's going to happen?
You're gonna trip.
Zach,
You're gonna trip.
okay.
I said it.
Why would you trip and fall?
You might step on your shoelace.
Okay, so the cause of you falling is,
Step on your shoelace.
okay, and the effect is?
Your shoe's untied.
If your shoe is untied, that's the cause. What would happen? What's the effect?
You could like not you could, but you might like step on your lace and hurt
Trip
like
and
hurt
fall.
yourself.
Or someone else might step on it.
Okay, so the cause is your shoe is untied. The effect is you're going to trip, okay?
Squally, put your shirt down.
In a cause and effect relationship, we're going to read over a small paragraph, couple paragraphs. We're going to figure out what the cause is and what the effect is, okay? Now, when we're reading our passages here, when we're reading about cause and effect, what can we do as a strategy to help us remember things? What can we do to help us remember things? Ready?
Underline it on the highlighter.
Highlight.
Quiet.
What do you think?
Think about it.
Think about it in your head. Can you go back and reread something?
Yes.
Okay, can you draw a picture next to it?
Yes.
You can do that. Yep.
You
Okay.
can play
You can do what?
a lot of stuff.
You can do a lot of stuff. But we're going to take a look at damaging tornadoes. Has anyone ever been in a tornado before? Have you ever been through a tornado?
You can't drive one.
I've been through 3 tornadoes. No, no. They went through my neighborhood twice, and then I
You
was
see
up in
it?
Frankenmuth. I didn't see it. I was in my home.
Was it outside your house?
It's very
You
creepy.
didn't hurt anyone.
I
It
know.
would have sucked your house up.
I said skip
Yes.
the first one onto the Weather Channel.
It came
The
so
other one,
it came so fast.
Did
It
you
was
go in the
actually in the
basement?
winter time. It was in the winter time.
well, actually it said that, have you ever seen a show called Tornado Watchers?
Zach,
Yeah, they like sweep up people's cars. Like, if you
It
go inside of
actually-
a tornado, I heard like it throws you so far you die.
it can.
Like, can you
What
see
else?
people's houses in there?
No. It was dark. It was late at night. What else do we know about tornadoes? Maria?
They can be really dangerous, so you better not go in your car now.
You don't want to go into your car. Yep, Dimitri.
It's really scary.
It's really scary. Zach?
If you see a tornado, you should go inside of that and put your head down.
Okay. Sebastian, what do you know about tornadoes?
They will, it'll spin around.
It'll spin around, and when it spins around, what happens?
It'll destroy your neighborhood.
Okay, so what is the cause of this neighborhood being destroyed?
Take the people, walk down to the basement.
Okay, but
Spinning.
if something gets destroyed from the tornado, what is causing it? The spinning.
Yeah.
Yep. So
And I
you
know it
said-
shows on the weather news.
Yep. Pasquale, what do you know about
Thunder.
thunder? Do you hear big, loud thunder when you're hearing tornadoes? Is it possible? Katie, what do you know about tornadoes?
At once I was like 7 or 8, I was in my house. Me and my sister, my dad, with all of my grandma kiddos. We did. One of my grandmas. My cousin was Risco was there, okay? My mom was working at the time. The
For
tornado,
a second.
had like I saw the tornado big on my own eyes. It was thundery, shaking. We went up on the hills really quickly. We stayed there. One of my favorite TV shows were on.
Uh-huh.
Well,
We gotta move
fortunate.
on. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Brandon, what do you know about tornadoes? What do you know? When I say tornado, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Blows away stuff.
It blows away stuff. Matthew? When I say tornado, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Not really, like, it's like, is it a powerful wind?
Powerful, good words. Powerful.
Like
wind.
a powerful wind, like when that happens, like everything gets destroyed. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's just powerful and stuff.
Powerful. Okay, we're gonna take a quick look at, we'll come back to you, Zach. We gotta move on. Okay, we're gonna take a look at an article called Damaging Tornadoes. Who would like to read a little bit of this article? Who wants to read a little bit?
I will.
Okay, Matthew, when you're reading, what do you need to practice?
Stopping.
Stopping. When are you gonna stop and take a breath?
Period.
When?
Period.
Period and
And then sentence.
comma. When you see a comma, you can kind of take a breath there. So, go ahead.
Sky turns black. Trees bend toward the ground. Warning series.
Sirens.
Sirens sound sending people running for shelter. A tornado had been spotted. What causes these forces of nature?
Very good.
If the right combination of weather conditions
It's like exit, but exist.
exist, a tornado develops. Most tornadoes from the thunderstorm.
Let's take a look at this. Severe.
Severe thunderstorm. They can spin at speeds of more than 300 miles per hour. Moving at such a speed can cause severe damage. Buildings can be knocked over. Trees can be ripped from the ground. Houses can be demolished in seconds. Oddly enough, a tornado can destroy one house while leaving the house next door
Okay, stop right there.
untouched.
Good. Okay. What is the cause of this?
The cause is like they're telling you what a tornado can do, like rip trees out of the ground and then knock over
Okay.
buildings.
Is the tornado the effect?
Yes.
Okay. On
And
our
the
paper-
wind.
The wind. On our paper, to remember that, what can I do?
Right?
What can I do?
Underline.
You can underline or highlight it. Now, what could I underline
You can-
to help?
Buildings
Remember.
can be knocked over.
What about they can spin at speeds of 300 miles an hour?
Yeah.
That's pretty important information there, isn't it? So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight it. You can say that,
Don't
Zach?
they fling you?
They can.
If you get under long enough, like they fling you so high you can die.
Okay. Now, what causes, what can all the speed of the tornado affect?
Trees,
Okay.
ground, houses can be
Demolished.
demolished in seconds.
Okay? So, most tornadoes from severe thunderstorms, they can spin, but then they can buildings can be knocked over and ripped from the ground, and houses can be demolished. And collapse. Yep. Who would like to read the last
I will.
paragraph?
Matthew.
How about Dimitri? Go ahead.
Why?
Researchers.
Researchers have a hard time studying tornadoes because they develop and
Disappear.
disappear.
Okay,
so-
stop there for just a second. Why can't they study tornadoes closely?
Because
They lie.
if
come
they
and then go like that.
They come and go quickly.
like
So that's an effect. The cause is because they just come quickly and leave. Yep.
like they can study because because they do the tornadoes like 5 seconds and then they stop
can
really
go.
quick. And if they would like go out there and videotape it, they would get injured themselves. So
Right.
it wouldn't be a good idea to even take a chance.
Okay, go ahead, Dimitri, keep going.
So quickly in effect to follow
In an effort to further
their findings, scientists
create
create
Additions.
additions. I don't like these sources, but
that's okay. Conditions
conditions
similar.
similar to tornadoes and indoors. Is that right?
Settings.
Settings. They also use computers to create
Models.
models of tornadoes and
Thunderstorms.
thunderstorms until more is learned to cover the several settings.
Okay, tornadoes form and disappear quickly. So what's an effect of that? If tornadoes appear and disappear quickly, what can't scientists do?
Can't find it.
They can't find it, and they can't
Locate it.
locate it, and they can't
Study it.
study it. There we go. All right.
But I'm just gonna say Matthew and Peppa are to argue.
That's okay. We're good. Okay. So now, when you go to your groups, go into your individual group and things like that, what I want you to do is continue working on what I gave you yesterday.
Dimitri, Katie, and me.
I would like to see Dimitri, Katie, and Matthew at the table. Okay.
Right.
Can I go back to my regular?
You can go back to your
With Dimitri and Katie.
Yeah.
Can we watch on the big screen a little bit?
Ooh.
I think I know
Right
when,
here, Katie.
when,
Right here, Dimitri.
when the tornadoes actually disappear.
When do they disappear?
Kitty. Kitty. Here.
Section.
That's yours.
Like right before the second time they disappear.
Jump, my name.
Oh, the video demonstrates why,
Sorry, shorts finally.
shorts,
Go on this side, Dimitri.
From the other day.
This is Dimitri.
Okay, Katie,
They actually
I'm gonna
turns
have you
into
come
I'd
back
like to
here.
do it right now.
Dimitri, you're gonna come here.
I'm on it.
Okay?
I got something. Can I say something in the video camera?
Oh, am I seeing
Matthew, you can come over here.
My name is Matthew Vassar. I like to slack off and play basketball and love to play video games.
My name is Dimitri Mitch. I'm a slacker. I'm a rapper.
I love to rap too and sing.
So pretty much me and
And I like to
pretty much me and my buddy here got a lot of things in common. We have to slap boxing, rap, play basketball. But I'm more of a football player myself.
Katie, you sit down a little bit.
I like to hang out with my friends, my family.
Okay.
And
Who knows?
13.
Do you
13.
guys have your pencils? Katie, you can actually come right here.
Be
okay?
14 May 4th next year. Katie, say something.
Oh. I'm gonna be 14 next Sunday.
Okay, so we're going to do,
You mean this one?
Kind of fun.
don't forget where I have to retake this whole video. Okay? At least pretend.
Say, Mrs. Ramirez, actually, what's that right there?
The only child I wish I had a brother or a sister.
I actually got two brothers. My older brother, Devontae, aka Red, and my annoying twin brother.
Over here we have Katie Cassette, they're like Mickey Mouse and Disney. And she has two sisters. That's another
Okay, I don't know how to edit
Statement.
that, so. Okay,
You don't know how to edit it?
I'll figure it out. Okay, we're gonna do a little, lesson on history.
Can I
And
read?
This is going to include cause and effect, like we just went over. Why is something happening and what happens, okay? Cause and effect. What happened, why it happened,
Can I
okay?
read?
So when we go through this, we're going to see we're going to read through this, we're gonna come up with the cause and effect. And we also have some questions to answer at the end, okay?
Okay.
So,
It's the same thing I'm doing with the
yeah, it's kind of like what you're doing in second
So,
hour.
can I read?
Matthew, how about you start for us?
Okay. In 1848, gold was a magic word. They discovered gold in California. That year started one of the most important events in U.S. history, the California Gold Rush. The gold rush started in Colima, a small town not far from Sacramento. A carpenter
Yep.
named James Marshall was building a sawmill on banks of the American River. The mill belonged to the John Sutter. Marshall was inspecting the mill's water channel. Suddenly he saw something glistening
Glistening.
in the stream. He stopped for a closer
Let's take a look at this word.
It was
Where you think it says stopped, what is it? Stooped.
stooped for a closer look. It was gold. Within just a few months, the rush, by the end of the year, thousands of miners were digging for gold near Sutter's mill.
Okay.
Whoa!
What did he do that he should have, what did he not do that he should have been doing? No, what should he been doing? Matthew,
What?
what did you do that you didn't do that you were supposed to do? When are you gonna stop?
Never.
Well, we've tried to break that, but
My
when you
friend
see
here about to
A,
read super fast.
Because I like to.
okay, but you want to have a right expression.
Next page.
Now, no, turn it back. Let's take a look here. When we have trouble remembering vocabulary words, okay? Because we need to know what the meaning of a word is, right? Right? What word in here looks different from the other ones?
Stooped.
No, well, stooped is not,
Just found it here.
no, it's kind of, the lettering is different in the text. What's different? What about
The miners
glistening? Look at the word glistening. Is it a little bit lighter?
and color.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna highlight glistening, that word only. That's telling me that we might need to come back to this, okay?
So can I read it?
Okay, no, I'm gonna have somebody else read. Okay, now, in this paragraph, what do you think the cause and the effect were?
The cause is something falling out from the sky.
No, something didn't fall out of the sky, but what did he see?
Go.
Okay, he saw something glistening in the stream and it was gold, and then what happened?
How about California to one state?
What happened? The one
He
person
saw
saw
gold
gold.
near the Sutter's mill.
Okay, they started a mill.
Yeah, they were like,
He
bang!
was digging.
Trying to
Okay,
dig.
so everybody, they found this gold, and then everybody started digging. What do you think happens after all these people start digging?
They want us to like find the gold to get rich.
All right, and if they keep digging the gold, what eventually happens?
Yeah, right? They might find
If you have a bag of chips,
it'll be gone.
it would be gone.
So can I read?
Very good. I need to have Dimitri read, okay?
Matri.
Dimitri, can you read the top for me?
In 1849, the reals,
Zeal.
CFO goals swept the nation in the world. Workers left their jobs. Soldiers left their spots. People sold everything for the top was to the
Okay, stop, go back a little bit. When you said top, it is actually
tip. Trip west to the 49ers. Nothing.
49ers.
Hey,
No, that's a football team, isn't it?
yeah, 49ers nothing.
Matter.
Matter expecting go. Getting to California was a challenge. The
Panama
Panama
Canal.
Canal wasn't built until 1914. There was only 3 years to get to California, and all of them were
Treacherous.
tractable stuff.
Treacherous means very bad, very difficult.
That means like
Like if the roads, well, like say in the winter time, and your mom's going to work and the roads are really, really icy, they're treacherous, they're bad,
yeah.
okay? So you know what? What should we do with that word? We might want to highlight it so that we can come back and find it if we need to, okay? And I want you to highlight the word zeal up at the top also, because that was in a different color too, and that's giving us a clue that we can go back and find it.
I thought
Wait,
that was
One word again, no number, treacherous.
treacherous. Can you use the word treacherous in a sentence?
No.
Can you use treacherous in a sentence?
The ice was bad.
Okay, but can you use treacherous? How about with your dress that you were wearing today?
Oh my god.
Treacherous is uncomfortable.
Perfect. How about with treacherous?
No.
What about your foot in basketball?
My foot was treacherous because I broke it.
Not being able to play basketball was,
Treacherous.
okay, come up with one there, mister.
It couldn't be by my brother.
Sure.
My brother is treacherous because he like injured me almost every day.
Oh no, that's not very nice.
Even when I try to let our older brother know, and me and my mom, my older brother keep telling me to stop being
Just come and get me, okay? Continue after treacherous.
treacherous. Travels could make the 5 months trip by ship around the
Stormy.
stormy tip of South America. They could sail
Sail.
the Atlantic Ocean to Panama,
Cross.
cross the
Isthmus.
what's that?
It is the tip of the country, down at the bottom. So it would, like South America comes down like that. This is the tip. That's the isthmus.
Isthmus by
By
mile.
Mule. Now that isthmus is kind of different color, isn't it? Lighter. So we can highlight it, and you asked what it was, so now we can find it real quick.
By meal and what for a
Pacific
Ocean ship to take them to San
Francisco. San Francisco.
49ers.
Yep.
Or they could drive across the country by wagon. This was the fastest route by its came with
Scorching deserts,
soaring,
towering
climbing mountains, and
Why are you mad at us, Wally?
ambushes,
ambushes by
outlaws. What is it?
outlaws.
Outlaws means that somebody that is wanted for breaking the law. Back with cowboys and Indians and things like that. Now, what does it mean to ambush someone?
You like T-Bone on someone?
What?
You T-Bone on someone?
No. Well, say we're running,
Oh man.
You can use me as an example.
say we were marching to our next city. Okay, just me and you were.
Oh
to the
yeah, and
next
somebody
city.
beat you up.
and somebody
honest,
kind of appeared and kind of beat you up and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
no,
and took all
because
your
someone-
stuff, that's
no.
an ambush.
I don't say this. If someone even was trying to scare me and trying to like, fight me, I would go all out
Oh
and destroy
Okay.
them.
Oh no. Okay, Katie,
I'm
how
a fight.
about you
Wait,
read
hold on. What do you have time to say?
ambush?
Boy, I'm trying to stay up here.
What's where? Right here.
Lots of
Ambush
people
right there.
showed up by
Yeah.
stop. They had switched with a instruction so because a bush town and go was split the house. And my other so someone look at to strike a rush.
Okay,
This makes
so
a true story.
this is true. This is definitely true. This really happened. Let's think about what is the main cause and effect of this whole story?
Try to go to
About a tornado.
Tornado.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about earlier.
Oh man.
What about what is this?
A gold rush.
The gold rush. Gold was found. Then what happened?
They try to rush it.
They tried to rush it and get all the gold, and then what happens when they get all the gold?
They lost it.
It all disappears. Now, what is a cause, or now, an effect is the travel was treacherous, okay? What would happen during these trips? What can happen during these trips? Okay, because it's a long trip. Why is it a long trip?
Because they're not on a ship.
They had to find different ways. The trip was treacherous. So people passed away or got sick or didn't make it. That's our effect. And the reason or the cause is because to get to the gold rush, it was a long, long ways away. Okay? Now let's take a look at our questions, our vocabulary. Okay, let's take a look at our first question here. And we need to figure out what these mean. Okay, so
Can I read
Dimitri, how about you read number 1? Okay?
What caused thousands of people to move to California
B.
in 1879?
B.
The open of the American West.
Did we hear anything about the American West? No,
B.
so cross that one off.
Oh, we have to. Yeah.
Hold on.
B. James
Yeah.
N.S.
Marshall's,
Marshall's discovery of gold at
Sutter's Mill.
Sutter's Mill. Do we remember hearing
Yes.
some of that? We do, but hold on. Okay?
C. The building of the
Panama
Club.
Canal. Did we hear something
No.
about that?
No.
Wait a minute, we heard something about the Panama Canal, but the Panama Canal was not built
No, so
yet,
cross
so
it
we
off.
want to cross that one off. Okay?
Or D. The disappearance
Development,
develop all the saints for him
San Francisco,
Cisco into a large active town.
Did we hear
B.
anything about that?
No, it's
Nope.
B.
Okay, number 2.
B.
Matthew.
I think
Oh, I'm sorry, that's right. So our answer
is B.
is B. That's what we were left with.
2. One effect of the gold rush. A. The founding of Sacramento. B. San Francisco became a big bustling town. C. Outlaws and ambush fused trailers. D. The Starter's Mill was never built.
Okay, wait, let's look at that last one. D, that Sutter
Yes.
Mill was never built? Well, it was built, right? Because that
No.
tells us about the story, so we want to cross that off. Now, outlaws ambushed fewer travelers. Is that an effect from Gold Rush? No. So we're gonna go ahead and cross that off too. Let's look at the founding of Sacramento. Is that a possibility?
Yes.
Yes. San Francisco became a big bustling
That's it.
town. Is that it? You
Yes.
think it's B?
Yes.
I think
How
it's
many?
A
Why do you
B.
think it's A?
because I'm thinking yes.
You're taking a guess,
I
okay?
don't know
A
A
and
or
B.
B.
Okay.
Maybe we think it's A is B.
read the paragraph.
Katie's right. We need to go back in our paragraph and
Oh,
see
no.
if we, duh, that's right.
I said
Okay, so
I mean,
let's-
no.
Let's look for the word at least Sacramento, okay? Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, show me where.
I just took that part.
That's fine.
It's B.
Is it B?
Yeah.
It says the gold rush started in Colma, a small town not far from Sacramento.
It's B.
Well, why isn't it A?
Because it's not.
Why?
Because it doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because it's not in the passage.
Okay, but it is in the passage.
So
Says-
it's A then.
No,
It's
look
B.
it, I'm messing with you. The gold rush started in Colma, a small town not far from Sacramento.
So it's B.
It's not too far from Sacramento,
So it's
so
B.
did they find Sacramento then?
No.
Okay,
So what is it?
it is.
A.
No,
B.
B. Gotcha.
Next, I read next one.
How about Katie reads one?
Okay. Which was not a fact of the story of the town one?
Okay, so what they're asking for is what did not happen, okay?
A will represent just one of us. Does not A because not in the passage.
In the passage it says that they've left their jobs, okay?
Since it would be here in the missing town.
Yes. You can put it right in your folder. You can put it in the folder.
C. This says sisters beginning of the bloody town. There's a possibility could be C.
But you know what? People moved to San Francisco, so did it become bustling town
Yeah.
because of the gold? Yep, so we can cross that one off.
Which one?
B,
C. James money.
Marshall.
Well, a middle of the Virgin River. That
What do you think?
Yeah.
is not in the passage.
No, it is in the passage.
It is? Where?
No.
Right. See it right here.
Right. Okay, we saw some information here. A carpenter named James Marshall was building a sawmill on the banks. Was he building that sawmill because of the gold?
No.
No. So was that an effect of the gold rush?
Yeah. No.
So that is our answer.
Which one?
C.
Because of the
Yep, cross off.
Yeah.
although the check was dangerous, people went to come because they
Have sold everything for the trip. Yeah.
no. It doesn't say in the passage.
D, it's D.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Did they want to go to Panama?
Yeah.
No.
Now, Panama's
It's
in
A.
South America, correct?
It's A, B.
Why is it B?
Because we determined to find gold. That's
Okay,
it.
what's the article about?
Determined to find
No.
gold.
The California gold rush.
Okay, so did everybody sell everything?
Yes.
Were they determined to
no.
find? No, some people didn't.
It's B.
But the reason to go to California is because they wanted to find gold. Okay,
So
it's
it's
not
B.
because they sold everything. It's not because they liked long trips and they wanted to go to Panama. They didn't want to do any of that.
So it's
great
B.
to be B.
Yes. Everything else is puzzle.
That was
The
A.
care of the main purpose was to
Okay, let me read.
Let Matthew read.
The author's main purpose was to tell a story about the California gold rush and encourage people to search for gold. It's been how people traveled before the Panama Canal was built to explain the rush to California from the East Coast.
What do you think the whole purpose of what the
It's
author
C.
was to explain how people traveled before the Panama Canal was built?
No, it's
What's this article about?
A.
TJ?
It's A.
A.
It's
Yeah.
A.
Yep, good.
I think it's time to go now.
Okay. Now what I would like you to do is go ahead and try to read these questions here. It's about your vocabulary. Now, remember, we went and we highlighted all the words that are different in the story, okay? go ahead and use your multiple choice to find those
Oh, we gotta
answers,
get it
okay?
wrong, maybe.
Okay, go ahead.
What are we supposed to do?
Answer the questions. Write the letter of the best definition of the underlined word. Suddenly, Marshall was something. saw
Interesting,
something glistening
interesting.
In the street. What
Interesting.
does it mean to glisten?
Interesting.
Find,
Sparkle.
okay, go back in, saw something, suddenly he saw something glistening. What does it mean to glisten?
It's sparkling.
Sparkling, good. C?
Number 2. In 1849, the Zero Virgos swept the nations around the world.
Okay, so people, what does zeal mean? They wanted, let's look at our words. Were they bored?
No.
Yes.
No. Confusion?
Yes.
No. Enthusiasm?
No.
Hatred?
No.
So what do you think it's gonna be?
C.
They were enthusiastic, they were excited to go.
Okay, number 3. There were only 3 ways to get to California. All of them were
Treacherous, what does that mean?
dangerous.
Very good.
Let me read one.
Okay,
They could
Dimitri?
sail-
They could sail the Atlantic to Panama and cross the
Isthmus.
Isthmus by mile.
Mule.
Mule and wait for
Pacific Ocean.
4% the ocean ship to take them to San Francisco. San Francisco.
Is it a long stretch of a desert?
No.
Is it a raging
Yes.
river?
Yeah. No.
It's sea.
Is it a long strip of land between two
Lake.
bodies
It's
of
a
water?
lake.
No. Yeah.
Lake.
Think about
It's
it.
a lake.
Lake.
Well, no.
It's
No.
sea.
Remember that where the Panama Canal goes? There's body of water on each side. North America and South America are
So
attached
it's
by
sea.
an isthmus. So it's a narrow strip of land.
This was the fastest route to become its the ambush.
This was the fastest route.
Attack.
Okay, yep, they attacked.
Here you go.
Wait, what
Okay.
happened to Katie's
What I would
dress?
like you to do is go ahead and give them to me and go back to your seats.
Ow.
Good job.
Miss Music, what happened to Katie's dress?
She changed it. It was uncomfortable for her.
All three leavers to the office, you're leaving. All three leavers to the office, you're leaving.
That was fun. That butt.